When two people get acquainted, there is sympathy between them. They do not even think about parting. They enjoy each other and hope that this state will last almost forever. They think that love is the key to their strong relationship. But in reality, in order to tie a person to you, you have to leave them. Yes, you heard right, dump them. Surely you will have a question: why throw a person who likes and with whom in the relationship all is well? The answer to the question you will learn further. But before you, do not forget to put a like and subscribe to the channel to not miss new releases and inspire us with new ideas. What meaning lies in the word parting? It can carry one of three logical messages. The first: breaking up is manipulation. When they say, "I'm leaving you, do not call me and do not write, we need to part." But the person doesn't want to break up with you. He just wants you to give in. Second, breaking up may not be manipulation at all. It may be a natural desire to end a relationship with a person with whom there is no future. This is also quite obvious and understandable. Third, breakup is one of the tools that you will not hesitate to use. If a person starts doing things in the relationship that are unacceptable to you, or starts to change for the worse, going out to bars, drinking alcohol and so on, this tool is in your arsenal even if things are good in the relationship. You just don't use it. Like a police officer patrolling the street with his sidearm. Unless absolutely necessary, he won't use a weapon. Nevertheless, on hooligans and criminals, the formidable appearance of a law enforcement representative with a gun in a holster and handcuffs on his belt has a very sobering effect. Even the Roman military writer Flavius Vegetius said, "If you want peace, prepare for war." To build a normal, healthy relationship, you must be ready to part with your half. So, what are the pros and cons of the fact that, having started dating or living with a person you like, you will be ready to part with him? First minus. It's possible that you'll break up. Yes, in a relationship, with closer communication, a person opens up. Unfortunately, not always for the better. And if at the time of your acquaintance partner seemed ideal, but in the process of relations does not meet your expectations, and does not want to change, then perhaps it is not your man. Despite a good first impression. Parting will be hard, but it is easier to do it now than in a few years, when you have children and jointly acquired property. That's when the parting will be really painful. After all, you will become even more attached to your partner. Many people think that children help keep a relationship alive. This is a strong misconception. Children help only to shift the attention from problems in the relationship to the worries associated with the upbringing of the child. But then, after a few years, when the child will become more independent, all the problems in the relationship will manifest themselves again, but already with double or triple force. And then already divorce will be inevitable. The second disadvantage. In your relationship will definitely be conflicts. After all, each person defends its boundaries. This is normal. How does the setting of these boundaries? Consider the following situation. A woman has a lot of male friends, the partner does not like it. Most likely, the woman will constantly seek communication with other men, even while in a relationship. Let's imagine that her partner has decided to mark her boundaries. To do this, it is important not to make a gross mistake and not to forbid a woman to communicate with her friends. After all, in this case, the man will demonstrate his own insecurity. You can say, "For me it is unacceptable when my woman communicates with other men. I do not forbid you anything. It is your right and your choice with whom to communicate." But in this case we are not on the way. How will the woman behave? Probably there will be attempts to change her mind and phrases about the fact that in a relationship you need to trust each other. When this does not help, will begin hysterics, perhaps even scandals. But if a woman values her man, she will listen. If not, you will break up. The same situation can happen on the male side, the bottom line does not change. The third disadvantage. It is necessary to look at the world soberly, and not to hang in the clouds. If people love each other, there will never be conflicts and misunderstandings in their relationship. This does not apply to real life. The harsh reality is quite different. Family psychologists coined the term systemic family crisis for a reason. This crisis will happen in any relationship. And there will definitely be conflict. It's the norm. Crises allow us to strengthen relationships, to understand each other better, to reach a new level of interaction. Sometimes it is more convenient to obey your partner to stay in the comfort zone for a long time, avoiding conflicts. But this can lead to cheating and other unpleasant consequences, so thoughtless agreements and lack of asserting their opinions makes a person insecure. These are the main minuses and potential problems that can arise if, being in a relationship with a person you like, you will not be afraid to break up with him. Now let's talk about the pros. The first plus. You're going to have someone in a relationship with whom you're actually comfortable. And not the one you are afraid of losing, because you will never meet the same person again. Ask yourself questions. Are you happy in this relationship, or do you suffer most of the time? Are there chances that your partner will change? Does your mood depend a lot on what the situation in your relationship is like? Is your self-esteem with your partner rising or falling? If the answers to all these questions are negative, then the chances of changing something for the better are almost non-existent. And that's why the willingness to part with a person who is not suitable for you will help you meet someone with whom it will be really good. The second benefit. Being ready to break up, you will never find yourself in the position of a love beggar, because your self-esteem will be at a high level. But breaking up is a last resort. You don't have to break up for no reason. First, you need to convey to your partner what is acceptable to you in the relationship, and what is not. And only if you cannot agree, and the situation will worsen, then you need to think about parting. Third plus. You will always look at your partner soberly. How does a woman who loves her man more than life think? She emphasizes on his virtues, ignoring the flaws. In fact, she lives with rose-colored glasses. And what does that lead to? The man has a sense of permissiveness, because he realizes that he will never be abandoned. If he does something unacceptable, the woman in any case will forgive. Popsy Hute yells, but forgive. And that's why some men get cocky. And a woman in love has to put up with it all. But when a partner realizes that a woman can leave him if he violates her boundaries, then he will behave much softer and more malleable. And that she is actually willing to break up with him if things go wrong. It's motivating to work on the relationship and be invested in it. How do you convey to a man that you are ready to break up with him? It's very simple. You don't have to say, "I'm not afraid of losing you. And if, let's say, you cheat on me, then I will leave you." This just speaks of insecurity. It is necessary to be principled, to bring your decisions to the logical end, no matter what. And live by the principle of said done. Do not allow yourself to be manipulated, be true to your thoughts and your worldview, trust your partners, but do not allow to go beyond what is allowed. You need to respect those around you, but you should respect your own personality even more. Thank you for learning about yourself and the universe with me. Trust yourself, listen to your heart, and go forward with confidence and peace of mind. Give me a like and share this video with your friends if it was helpful to you. See you again on my channel, where we will continue to explore the mysteries of spiritual development and growth. Goodbye, and may light and wisdom always accompany you on your path.